Today we are going to talk about someone we all know, someone who has actually made an impact in Nigeria, someone whose son is very, very popular. The last time we talked about Fela Kuti. Today we are delving into the new movie that has just been produced about Funmilayo Kuti.
My name is Funmilayo Kuti,
wife of the Right Reverend,
mother of Dulupo Olikoye Fela and Bekolari.
This is about the plight of the Egba market women. This is concerning the flat rate tax on the women, the water level.
ẹ̀yin obìnrin tí wọ́n ṣe ń rẹ́ àwọn obìnrin yẹn jẹ.
Ó jẹ́ tí wá sí wa wọ́n wá gbé tuntun dé bá wọn ní ká máa san owó mi.
The Alake has brought the fight to us. It is now time for us to take the fight back to him.
Just give the order.
Good day, my name is Titi Jacobs. My friends call me Lady CJ, and this is
Jerry Crenshaw. My friends call me Mr. Magic. How are you doing today?
Welcome to TJ's World Entertainment. This is a place where we, like we said, you will get the best of everything, whatever is trending, whether it's movie reviews, whether it's skits, anything and everything that is trending, you will always get it on this platform.
The woman we're talking about today was born in 1900 in Abeokuta in October the 25th.
Yes.
And she was born Frances Funmilayo Thomas, the son of a farmer who, because he's educated, called himself an agriculturist.
Yes, he does.
And
or he did, rather. Yeah.
From inception, she had a father who had two daughters, and the father never made her feel that she was a girl.
She was a girl, yeah.
And the father always imbibed in her that, you know,
instill that
you can do anything,
yes.
no matter how you,
regardless of your sexuality, your sex.
Yes, your sex. You can be anything. You can do anything you want to do.
Yes.
To the point where she became a trailblazer in her life, because in her journey through life, she became actually the first girl to attend an all-boys school.
Although it wasn't easy for her.
No, it wasn't easy. She went through hell, but
she was almost killed.
Yeah,
she was almost thrown into
a well. Bullied and everything.
But for the husband.
The husband was a pillar.
Yeah.
No, the husband wasn't the head teacher.
No, he was a senior person.
He was a senior boy.
Senior boy.
The husband eventually turned out to be a strong pillar, a quiet pillar
throughout her life.
So it was a case of she got a pillar in the father, and then the pillar now, transferred to a husband.
Absolutely.
Who had her back 24/7.
He actually did. So we have just reviewed the movie
Funmilayo
Kuti. We just reviewed it, so we're going to be discussing that. I think it's the events. We know that Funmilayo did a lot in Nigeria, but the events that we're concentrating on is just the
period we are concentrating on is from
1900 to 1955. That's what they did in the review.
That's what defined. That's what actually defined her.
Yeah.
As a Pan-Africanist, as an activist, as a feminist, as you name it.
Yes.
Because she became the first president of the Abeokuta Women's Union, when she got together all the elitist women
in the society in Abeokuta, and decided, you know what, let's get all the women together, regardless of their status. We should all come together. Initially, some of them
Yeah, they didn't want to.
They didn't want to. They felt like
Let's take it from the beginning.
Yeah.
She fell in love with Israel.
Yeah.
Right? Because
That's Fela
Israel,
Kuti.
yes, that's, you know, I mean, I want to try as much as possible not to refer to Fela
So much.
because we're talking much more about Funmilayo, because Fela was just a little boy when the mother.
Yeah, started this activist thing.
So it was a case of, she went to Abeokuta Grammar School, you know, which was an all-boys school, met the husband. They left. The husband now got admission into Farabe College in Sierra Leone, Freetown, Sierra Leone. And whilst he was there, she went to the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
She came to the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
It was when she came to the United Kingdom that she now experienced racism firsthand.
Yeah.
Because it was those eras of no Irish, no
dogs.
blacks, no dogs.
No dogs, yes.
And while she was in the United Kingdom, she now got in tune with her identity as a black woman, as an Egba woman.
This is Ransom Kuti, sir.
Ah, yes. Please have a seat.
Oh, JB.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Beatrice, make me a cup of tea.
Coming right up, sir.
As a black woman. Yes. So she dropped the name Frances and took her middle name, Funmilayo.
Yes.
My name is Funmilayo Ransom Kuti.
Wife of the Right Reverend Israel Ransom Kuti.
Mother of Dulupo, Olikoye, Fela, and Bekolari.
On return to Lagos, she now met
The
husband again. The husband was
the one that
actually became. I think he had become the principal of
it was a principal.
Alma Mater.
Yes, and I think from the story, from the film that we watched, when she got together with it, like she said, it was a pillar.
Yeah, I think like in her own word, she wouldn't have been who she is if a child had not been absent from school.
Yeah. Basically, the story was about, you know, she was a school teacher.
She set up her own school.
But she was teaching the kids, and there's this particular boy, Shupo, who was constantly absent from school. So what she did was then she wanted to know why, you know.
Tẹ́yìn bá ń rán ọmọ wa, á ń yá àwọn tó kù lára láti rán ọmọ wa sọ́jà. Kí ló dé? Ẹ̀wọ̀n ọ̀tọ̀ lè sùn. Ẹ̀yin bínú sí mi. Mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ torí tó lọ. Ọkàn ni ò balẹ̀. Kọ́lọ̀ iṣẹ́ àjẹ́ kọ́kàn wa balẹ̀. Kọ́kàn papọ̀ sójú. Ẹ má bẹ̀. Àbí bàbá ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fẹ́ kó wà ní. Bàbá ẹ̀ ọtí o. Kódà ó wù kó lọ ilé ìwé fún bàbá ẹ̀ ju bó ṣe ń lọ ìwé kan lọ. Àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan yìí ti dán. Gbogbo ọjà wọn tẹ dàrú nínú bí. Ẹ dá padà. Tó bá rọ̀ wọ́n lọ́rùn, wọ́n san owó orí. Ṣé mo rán jáde. Ó máa gbé ẹ ná.
She was inquisitive. Like, why is this boy? He's a brilliant boy. Why is he not coming back to school? So she then went to the market. You know, because how
Mama Supo
is a trader,
market woman.
So she went to the market to meet Mama Shupo, only to find out, Mama Shupo, why is your child not coming to school? Is it because of the father?
Mm-hmm.
And then she said no. But then that point in time, the Parakoyis,
these are tax collectors
from the king.
From the Alake?
Yeah, Alake. Alake was the king, wasn't it? Yeah, from the king, Alake, they came to disturb the market women as usual.
To collect taxes.
And if you don't have money for them, they take your
throw
goods,
away,
they
take
throw
your
your
away
goods,
things,
they
and all
beat
that.
you up and everything. Unfortunately for them, Funmilayo was present.
That was her first
encounter
with how the other side lives.
Yes. She was shocked. She was actually shocked to see how these women
were maltreated. Yeah.
And then, out of the blue, she just
sparked the fire.
She just gave the head.
The Paraguayese slapped him,
which was an abomination.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point in time, so these women identified with him to say, oh, so we have someone like this who can actually stand up for us. And I think that's when she started.
And it wasn't an easy journey.
No, it wasn't.
Because she first started gathering people of her own class and status, educated women, or women, all educated women anyway, who were married to
the elites,
the movers and shakers of
Abeokuta
society.
Yeah, but then some of them resisted. They didn't feel that they could,
because they were busy feathering their own nests.
Yes. They felt no. Why should we do this? You understand? No, let the market women stay. They're illiterates and stuff. But he was. The beauty of it was that she eventually was able to mesh
those women.
Those women.
That advice came from her husband, who was a reverend gentleman.
Yes.
And that's when he says, do you know why we make all students wear the same uniform?
It's because of the class stratification.
Want them to be equal.
Want them to be equal. So what you need to do is go out there. And that's when she changed her outfit.
Yes.
That's when she changed.
She used to be spray.
Yes. And that's when she changed her outfit. But one of the things that I loved most was when she went to meet the white man.
The district officer. Mr. Dundee.
Dundee United. Mr. Dundee, to discuss the issue of the market women and the way she gave it to him. You know, she dressed him down. Although that Mr. Dundee was trying to be complacent, was trying to be rude.
He wasn't trying to be rude.
He was rude. It was rude to her because he looked at her as a woman.
Yes, first as a woman, not only as a woman, as a black person.
Yeah.
And the irony of the whole thing was that I'm not sure Dundee is aware of the fact that she had actually schooled in England.
He didn't know until she asked him.
Put him in his place
and said, which school did you go to? He didn't accept. Why do I have to tell you? Because I'm not going to send my children to that school, because if this is what's coming out of that school, that's when he realized that this lady is not just anybody.
Yeah.
You understand? But that did not deter him from saying, you need to leave my office and everything. But the bottom line is, she went to the Alake.
Yes.
And she was rubbished. She was shut down. They told her to leave.
It was this male chauvinistic attitude.
Yes.
Kabiyesi, may I rise to approach you?
You can address Kabiyesi without rising. Onigragao.
This is concerning the flat rate tax on the women, the water.
Stop right there. Taboo. Má rànjú mọ́ mi o. Tó o bá rànjú mọ́ mi, má rànjú mọ́ ẹ padà. Ó jẹ́ kinní kan rárá.
Of the Alake and his high chiefs.
Yes.
Right? All they saw was a woman.
Yeah.
An uppity woman who is punching above her weight. You are riding way beyond your class.
And all
when she went in there, as the tradition of the Yorubas, she went on her knees to salute the Alake.
Yeah.
She was about to stand up when these guys just shut her down.
Who are you?
To stay on her knees.
Stay on your knees. Who are you to stand up to speak to the Alake? Like he's God? You understand? And they said to her that she had nothing to say. They do not recognize the group that she's talking about. Nobody has, because they said Iyalode died.
Iyalode died, and the Alake refused to appoint another
Iyalode. Because she was a woman. You understand? So it was like that era it was a patriarchal.
Patriarchal society.
Society, yes. And so she broke that barrier.
She broke not only the barrier, she broke the mold.
She smashed it.
Because after talking and trying to get an audience with the Alake to revert the high taxes, they actually raised the tax by another 10%.
It was crazy. So like they were punishing them. But the beauty of it was that, because we don't want to go round and round, we don't want to spoil it for those who have not watched it.
The movie.
The movie is a must watch for you guys. But then the beauty of it was the fact that she was able to mobilize all women from far and wide, everywhere, from all over the states, all
from
the women,
Jebu,
Ilaro, everywhere,
all Yoruba land,
all came
who
together
came eventually
to fight the system.
Sisters, I'm so emotional right now.
And they were able to drive the Alake out of his palace.
These three things we've asked, if we get it, then that protest out there will stop. Ladies,
Funmilayo Kuti. Wọ́n lójú láyà. Ìwọ gbójú gbáyà. Ó gbójú kórógàn sí mi. Wàá tẹ́ onídùúbẹ̀.
èmi ni kábíyèsí pọ́nlé tó yìí. àpọ́nlé ìpọ́n.
Dedicated.
Yeah.
You see, the thing was, looking through the film, the Alake was an idiot and a weakling.
Yeah, he was a weakling.
Because he, apart from being a weakling, I think he was an arrogant man who didn't think a mere woman, as per him, who is she? Just a mere woman, and saying that, how many kids has she got? 4 kids? Oh no, she's not busy.
She's not busy. Let
the man should give her more kids.
That was
that kind of attitude.
Yeah, and the fact that they were actually under the colonial masters. And so everything that they're doing, they're reporting back to
the colonial masters.
To the colonial masters, and that's why she said to them that.
Oh, that's she actually said to the colonial officer
yes,
that you
confer with your colonial.
These people are ruling through you.
Yes, and it was obvious.
It was, of course, that was the system then. It was, I think, indirect rule.
Yeah. Another part was the fact that they were I mean, what did you think? Because the white guy, it wasn't Dundee's aide.
Yes, Dundee's aide
was able to tell
the palace guard through the Alake to attack the women.
Attack the women,
which I think was stupid.
What was that all about?
He didn't have the power. Yeah. Why would he now? Why would they defer? Why would they defer to him? Because he's a white man.
Because he's a white man.
Which is really stupid.
And because the Alake didn't have a say, so it was like a figurehead. And they know that, and I think the palace guards knew that that's the person making the decisions anyway.
The film focused primarily on the fights of Funmilayo Kuti to emancipate
the women
in Abeokuta and Eba land as a whole. But there were a few things in the film that didn't sit down well with me. Because the purpose of this is to critique the film and not only to praise the film but to look at some other things.
Yeah, but
some of the casting
have to give, we still have to give
credit.
Yes, credit to the producer and the director,
Austin Peters.
Bolanle Austin Peters, and I think the producer was Joseph, yes, Joseph, and then let's talk about the casting.
The casting for me, the girl who played Funmilayo,
there are three
the little girl, that's 3 stages. The little girl, the grown woman, and the old lady.
That's Kendi.
Yeah. But the little girl, the casting was a little bit wonky because Funmilayo had a gap
in it,
and the little girl didn't have that gap.
Yes, and we felt like maybe when she grew up, she decided to put the gap by herself.
She saw a dentist.
She saw a dentist. We don't know. But that casting was wrong. That the first one. But Kehinde, she is good. She was fantastic.
I could just see the emotions, right, playing
Throughout.
around her face throughout.
Yeah.
At every scene that she's taking part in, she was not only using her body language, you could see
the
on her
emotions
face.
and everything. Well done, Kehinde.
Yeah.
We've always known that you're a fantastic actress anyway, but that you did so well in that production. Honestly, you did so well. Everything that you had to do, I mean, the script must have been so ominous, it must have been so large for her.
Yes.
She carried it.
She carried it
so well.
well
done. And of course, Joke Jacobs, we all know Auntie Joke. She does
Silva.
it. Joke Silva. Silva Jacobs. Yeah. She did.
She played the old lady's part
did
really good.
Really well.
I mean, her part wasn't that huge,
Yeah,
but she carried it with aplomb.
She was one that was
Yeah, she was a
telling the
storyteller.
story. You understand? So that was for casting. I think no. What are you talking about?
The
Let's
point
talk about
where
the children
came.
No. Quite honestly,
they could have done better.
Was so nice.
The guy they used for Fela was horrible.
How can you use that person for Fela? That person does.
The guy they used for Olikoye.
They cast no for the children. Apart
the
from,
guy they used for Beko.
Apart from Dolupo played
by
Yeni, which was fine. You understand?
They could easily have brought in Sheon to play Fela.
Yeah. And even Femi to play.
Even the attire Fela was wearing was a little bit bogus. Fela wears skin tight.
No. Maybe during that time.
Fela has always worn skin tight action.
Yeah, I know, but he was still young then. Maybe.
No.
No. He
wasn't young.
The outfit was not.
Yeah.
That's not Fela. The outfit, the guy himself. Sorry, I don't know who you are, but I don't think you.
They could do better.
You could have done better. That's about the casting. But everything else.
There were some pretty gold nuggets. You remember that scene where they are all chanting in front of the Alakes?
And the Vulgari.
No, apart from the Vulgari, is that shot of all the
my
women.
God, that was fantastic. I mean, that was so good.
Right now. When I go
You know, when they actually lost it, the women actually lost it to say, you know what, today not today.
Yes, sir.
We are taking that
the palace. The Alake must abdicate.
And another thing was, you know, the Yoruba thing that they brought the Oro. So when they brought the Oro, naturally, women don't see Oro.
Yes.
You understand? But this time there
the
were older women there.
The counter to Oro is that Oro should not see the nakedness of a woman.
No, older women.
Older women, okay.
So, but unfortunately for them, the women already planned. You understand?
They got the older women behind them.
The older women were behind them. So the older people did not know that the older women were there. So the moment they came out in their tens or thousands to come and intimidate the women, the older women came out naked.
And it was that Ijala was beautiful. Funmilayo.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That honestly, Ijala was beautiful.
It was beautiful. The story between 1900 and 1955 was very well told, and we just want to say well done to everyone.
We implore you to go and watch it. Yeah. And you can comment.
Yeah, like, share, comment.
Yeah.
I mean.